I'm heading into mini camp, training camp, and everything. Like the NFL draft is next week. My podcast, I guess, officially returns tonight in a way because next week it continues. I mean, next week was supposed to be the official return of the show and then heading into season, but we'll do it now and then next week. And then technically we're taking a break all the way to the season, but um, we're just starting now and already taking a break because sometimes there's not too much going on. But if there is, I'll throw up an episode of the podcast at a random time and go from there. But during the NFL, usual during the true NFL offseason, after I do my review of said Super Bowl, then there's a long break with the offseason until we get around this time, schedule release, NFL draft, otherwise going on there. Also looking forward to next week being my birthday. I might do a special video on my birthday in the morning, but we'll see what's going on there. On all that. But let's start with the NFL schedule release here. The Green Bay Packers, and here we go for the schedule for the regular season, as you already knew what's going on. For the preseason, but here in the regular season, week 1, we were playing at home against the Chicago Bears. That ball game there. Then we got Vikings. Then we got the Vikings. So we got 2 home games starting off. Then we go to Washington, the road game. Then Bills, Packers at home. Then we face the Lions on the road, 49ers at home, the Rams on the road, going to LA. So cool. I'm sure Aaron will enjoy that, being a Cali boy. Then, so at LA, at New England, come back home against Miami, at Seattle, at home against Minnesota. Or no, on the road against Seattle, then on the road in Minnesota, then at home against Arizona, at home against Atlanta, on the road against Chicago, on the road against the New York Jets, and finishing up the season almost like this last previous year, or seems like many times. Week 17 at home against the Lions. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Pretty good season. Looking forward to seeing how our season goes, along with the bye week and everything around there, and how our schedule is kind of set up there with those 2 spurts of road games in a row. 2 road games there, and 2 road games in the season in a row. So that's not a bad thing. It's just necessarily an interesting 2 little stretches there with the road games for the Packers. Trying to see here for Sunday Night Football schedule for 2018 Sunday night games. For the schedule, let me hold on for this to load. I apologize for this delay, but I just want to make sure I have everything in a row. Just gonna. It's going to be interesting, like I said, for the Packers and the schedule there. But here we go for Thursday night. 2018 Thursday Night Football schedule. Week 1, Falcons at Eagles. Week 2, Ravens at Bengals. Week 3, okay, so week 1, Falcons at Eagles on NBC. Because you kick off the season with your NFL champions. Sometimes a Super Bowl rematch if said teams are supposed to face off in the next season, as in already, like seasons down the road, years down the road. I think it's 4 years each chunk, or just who you're facing, just not knowing the schedule until of that season start. Anyways, week 1, Falcons at Eagles on NBC. Week 2, Ravens at Bengals on the NFL Network, just the NFL Network. Week 3, Jets against the Browns, just on the NFL Network. And then continuing for the Thursday night games, starting week 4, the Vikings at the Rams on Fox and NFL Network. Week 5, Colts against the Patriots at Fox and NFL Network. Week 6, Eagles at Giants, Fox and NFL Network. Week 7, Broncos at the Cardinals against Fox and NFL Network. So it looks like they're doing most of the season. Week 8, Dolphins and Texans. Week 9, Raiders at 49ers. Week 10, you got the Panthers at the Steelers. Week 11, you got the Packers at Seattle, the Seahawks. Week 12, the Falcons-Saints game, that's only on NBC. Week 13, Saints at Cowboys, back to the Fox and NFL Network, which is actually pretty cool in that vein. Panthers-Steelers, Week 10. Packers Seahawks week 11. So I mean, how? Yeah, that was already week 11. I'm sorry. And then Saints, yeah. So Saints and Cowboys week 13, back on NFL Network. Week 14, Jaguars at Titans. And then week 15, Chargers Chiefs. So that's for the Thursday night lineup there. Now moving forward to 2018 season of the Sunday night football lineup that usually is at 7:20 p.m. Central, 8:20 p.m. Eastern every week, every Sunday night on NBC exclusively, of course. Sunday Night Football on NBC, right? Talk about earworm of song. Week 1, Bears at Packers. Week 2, Giants at Cowboys. Week 3, Patriots at Lions. Week 4, Ravens at Steelers. Week 5, Cowboys at Texans. Week 6, Chiefs at Patriots. Week 7, Rams at 49ers. Week 8, Saints at the Vikings. Week 9, Packers at Patriots. The Packers have 2 Sunday Night Football games because we're cool like that. Week 10, Cowboys at Eagles. Week 11, Steelers at Jaguars. Because hey, the Jaguars owned the Steelers last year in Pittsburgh. This time this is at Jacksonville. So week 12, Packers at Vikings. So Packers have 3 Sunday night games. Week 13, 49ers at Seahawks. That's cool. Week 14, Steelers at Raiders. Week 15, Eagles at Rams. And week 16, Chiefs at Seahawks. So cool, 3 Sunday night games for the Packers. Not too shabby indeed. Now moving on to 2018 Monday night football schedule. This thing will those games are at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central on ESPN every Monday night during the season, of course. All right, see here if we can get back to week 1 for this. I'm reading the stupid thing. Having issue loading. Week 1, you have a doubleheader for Monday Night Football. Jets at the Lions, Rams at Raiders. Week 2, Seahawks at Bears. Week 2, Seahawks at Bears. Week 3, Steelers at Buccaneers. Week 4, Chiefs at Broncos. Week 5, you have Washington facing New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. So week 5 matchup there for Monday Night Football. Seriously, this website has a problem loading. Come on, Sporting News. As I wait, so far the Saints look pretty cool. Good for the Packers having 3 Sunday Night Football games. Having the one Thursday night because every team gets one. And so far nothing yet for Monday night. I'm sure we will, but wait for this to scroll down. Yep, week 3, Steelers at Buccaneers. Week 4, Chiefs at Broncos. Week 5, Washington at Saints. Week 6, 49ers at Packers. Reminds me of like the late 90s, early 2000s. The good old days of the Packers-49er rivalry. Favre versus Young. So maybe even further back. 49ers, Packers. Week 7, Giants at Falcons. Week 8, Patriots at Bills. Week 9, Titans at Cowboys. Week 10, Giants at 49ers. Week 11, Chiefs at Rams. Week 12, Titans at Texans. Week 13, Washington at Philadelphia, facing the Eagles. So our Monday Night Football game is against the 49ers on week 6 on October 15th. So that's pretty cool in that respect, according to, or in regards to the Green Bay Packers. Week 14, Vikings at Seahawks. Week 15, Saints at Panthers. And then week 16, Broncos at Raiders. So that's actually pretty cool, and everything going on there. So that pretty much is the schedule for all those special Monday night games. Thursday night games, Sunday night games, Monday night games, and then specifically for my team, the Green Bay Packers. Of course, hopefully you found out some cool things about your team's schedule. Home games, road games, stuff like that. I mean, when I get to the episode right before the regular season, I'll be predicting all the records and my prediction to the playoffs and otherwise. So that certainly would be interesting. But anyways, now we'll just move on talking about the free agency a little bit and who went where and quarterbacks. Places. It's just the Vikings got a whole new, kind of got like a facelift in the quarterback division, so to speak, in that. Seriously, what the heck's wrong with freaking websites not freaking loading? Sorry about that. Seriously, come on. I know there was a lot of crazy moves that certainly happened in the offseason with superstar players going to different teams. A lot of other intriguing events in that regard as well. It really was glorious and entertaining. Come on. Stop loading. Oh gosh, this. Seriously, where is it? All right, we gotta find out all this information here. Trying it on the NFL and ESPN stuff. But yeah, a lot of interesting things to find out in the NFL schedule release, because it is at least interesting seeing, what the games are, especially for Monday Night Football and Sunday night. Thursday, your team will have at least one game. All teams do for 32, but the Monday night, Thursday night, some teams get more. Like for us, we have 3 Thursday night games, Monday night. Or no, 1 Thursday night, 1 Monday night, 3 Sunday nights, I think. Pretty lucky in that regard. Oh, that's cool. Bears news here. Browns 2-year deal with Drew Stanton. And Fleming signing Cowboys. Panthers signed DBs Denoris and Ross Stroud. Eagles wide receiver Michael Wallace agreed to a deal. Giants cut Dwayne Harris, wide receiver. They also cut Brandon Marshall today. So that's something that was interesting. Oh yeah, the Giants trading Jason Pierre-Paul to the Buccaneers. That was a big move. Jaguars released Alan Hearn and Mercedes Lewis. Morgan Burnett from the Packers, from my team, going to Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, former Detroit Lion, going to the Colts. Mike Pouncey, 2-year deal with the Chargers. So I'm just kind of reading off the big moves here. Raiders trading Cordell Patterson to New England. The Jets and Colts trading for the 3rd pick. LeGarrette Blount signs a 1-year deal with the Lions after winning back-to-back with New England and Philadelphia Super Bowl. Adrian Claiborne, Jeremy Hill, Matt Tobin agreed to deals with the Patriots. Michael Crabtree going to the Ravens, formerly the Raiders. Packers signed Kyler Fuller to an offer sheet, but then the Bears did match it, so he's staying in Chicago. Vikings had Sheldon Richardson. The Eagles released Vinny Curry. Panthers nullify cornerback Bashard Breeland's contract over failed physical. Tight end Ed Dickerson signing a 3-year deal with Seattle. Rams lost to Sammy Watkins. Oh yeah, Jordy Nelson was cut by the Packers, signed with the Raiders. The Vikings quarterback situation went everywhere with their quarterbacks. All 3 of them went away. One went to the Jets, one went to Arizona, and one went to Denver. So all 3 of their quarterbacks went away, and they brought in the former Washington quarterback to be the quarterback for the future. Now they're in Minnesota. Austin Seferian Jenkins, a former Buccaneer and Jet, coming to the Jaguars, wide receiver. Jason McCourty going to the Patriots. Dontari Poe going to the Panthers. Josh Sitton, former Packer and Chicago Bear, going to Dolphins. Get to go to Miami, the fun sun there. Fun in the sun, so to speak. Concussions caused tight end CJ Fedorovic to retire. I actually enjoyed that guy. Mike Glennon coming to Arizona. A.J. McCarron going to Buffalo. Vikings finalizing a trade to get Trevor Siemian from the Broncos. Tom Savage to back up Drew Brees in New Orleans. Sorry about that. Former Seattle Seahawks cornerback Sean Shad signing with the Lions. Bills releasing Anquan Bolden. Released Anquan Bolden from the retired list. Dolphins released Julius Thomas and Ndamukong Suh. So, did Ndamukong sign with anybody yet? So Thomas retires after 11 seasons in Cleveland. Now maybe Cleveland actually doing something, and he finally retires. That'd be interesting. Yeah, Sonny Badger released from the Cardinals. Did he sign anywhere? Did Tyrann Mathieu go anywhere yet? Or Ndamukong Suh? I never really heard anything yet. Jeremy Maclin was released by the Ravens. DJ Hayden stayed with Jacksonville. Yeah, Jets getting Teddy Bridgewater. Prince Amukamara, 3-star with the Bears. Mal Wilkerson's coming to Green Bay. That's right, we made some of our own moves. Yeah, Packers signed Tyrone Jimmy Graham and we cut Jordy Nelson. And Jordy Nelson went to Oakland. Dante Moncrief going to Jacksonville Jaguars. Danny Amendola going to Miami. Sam Bradford going to Arizona. Kirk Cousins going to Minnesota. Paul Pizzaglia of the Jaguars retires in order to go to the Eagles. Starla Tuile going to Buffalo. Sammy Watkins going to Kansas City. Case Keenum going to Denver. Allen Robinson, Bears. Chiefs release Ron Parker and Tambali. So a lot of craziness going on. Adrian Peterson is probably retiring. A lot of craziness that went on in the free agency as well. And I certainly, think and hope. Gosh darn it. I certainly think and hope that the season's going well. Let's go well for all these. Why?
Yes, I have been wanting to visit Mount Eris ever since I moved back. But
sorry about that. MLP video playing. But anyways, just really, really looking forward to seeing how the season goes. Looking forward to seeing how all these trades and moves go. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the schedule release and some of the craziness that happened with the offseason. Players going different places. Hopes for all 32 teams to do something this season. We'll see. Hopefully the Browns can actually get some wins. That's all I'm hoping. Browns to do something. Jaguars to continue their march to be better. Maybe Tampa Bay, learning those lessons. Oakland coming back to what they could be. Or were to the previous year. Or now 2 years ago, but you know what I mean. And the LA Rams, there we go. So hopefully all these teams do well. Maybe we see a Jacksonville Tampa Bay Super Bowl someday. Who knows? But either way, it certainly will be interesting to see how everything goes down. I'll be back next week for another episode of Talking Packers with Steve during my birthday week. And NFL Draft coming up on that Thursday night. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. And above all else, as always, take care.